Hey everybody, it's Jen with Lady Tarot 911. Thanks for being here. Hey, listen, if you came in because of the title, then there is a message here for you. I laid out some cards and I wanted to give you guys a good understanding of what is happening tomorrow. Tomorrow is February 7th, 2025, and there is going to be this energy that flows in that's starting tomorrow, and it'll be here probably for about a good 3 weeks. And it is the North Node, okay? And I'm going to talk about all these. The North Node, Neptune, and Mr. Teacher, the Saturn, okay? And they're all conjunction, which is like conjoining. We've got the North Node right now in Pisces, South Node is in Virgo, and this conjunction that's happening, that's starting tomorrow, is one that is once in a lifetime. It's not going to happen again. So you've got North Node, which is destiny, Neptune, which is about the planet of illusion and imagination and creativity and fantasy and confusion. And then you have Saturn, who is the teacher and who is about self-control, maturity, lessons, about enduring. Saturn is the, like when Mr. Saturn walks back in the room, right? People behave, and that is what Saturn is. Conjunctions are an energy that strengthens or empowers or intensifies whatever planets are joining. So it's intensifying the destiny point. It's intensifying Neptune's creativity, imagination, illusion. It's intensifying Saturn. Saturn is going to come back in essentially and kind of do a self-evaluation of, you know, the things that were truly illusion or the things that you opened up to. It's going to be kind of like a Saturn comes in to test, or Saturn comes in to like do a reality check for you. This Neptune energy, it is the side of you that like delights in glamour and illusion, okay? And you start to realize a bigger picture, okay? And wherever you have Neptune in your chart is where you're psychic. So that's something else. So you could be getting a lot of downloads, right? You could be getting daydreams. You could also have nightmares. And so this, I think it almost feels like the Saturn comes in to slow this craziness down a little bit, because you can see there's an explosion here, right? Explosion of creativity, explosion of outside the box, explosion from being trapped, right? There's this freedom that is wanting to be felt, this drive of just becoming colorful. This is a big push with this conjunction, intensifying, going from what a lot of my reads in February really spoke on was the past and how the past drained us. And you can see she's white, she doesn't have color. Neptune, however, there's this explosion, intensifying of the color of Neptune, right? These shocking moments. Uranus just went direct in Gemini, right? And that's a blue color, so that's throat chakra. So shocking communication, creative communication, open communication, explosion of information, knowledge, and then it just depends on, where this is sitting for collective. I think Saturn has to come in to try and balance this out, because we get on this new path or in this new dimension. It's going to be like I've heard it, and I can't remember her name. She called it a psychedelic global event. So it's going to be it's big energy that makes you feel different. So Neptune is also about, for the body, like fluids, but it's also about sleep, meditation, and prayer with this energy. And alcohol and drugs are under her jurisdiction. It's also about like daydreaming, something that maybe you never thought would happen. This is about karmic lessons. This is karma playing out. This is what is supposed to happen. And it's just a big energy that hits the scene, I should say. Okay. Bringing like excitement back into life and being able to maybe set you on a path to try and accomplish something you dared to dream about, right? You only thought was in your dreams. So, okay, what is this about for the collective energy at this time? What is the message you're wanting me to get across about this conjunction? All right. Repeating the same patterns, the same cycle, doing the same thing over and over again, but expecting different results is the definition of insanity. So, blocked emotions, storytelling, another 3. Okay, so that's significant. And this is fortune teller in the reverse though. So this is about somebody who, this could be about lies, delusion, choosing a wrong path, but the same path over and over again. Cold-hearted, this is Libra energy, and this is in reverse as well. And this is a 5 card, so this is a change. So this energy of the same pattern, this North Node path that you've been on, this karmic path you've been on, is changing. And it's changing, or it is changing for somebody in your, who is attached to you. Could be Cancerian energy, Piscean energy, Libran energy, that is repeating the same things over and over again. There's emotional immaturity, there is selfish behavior, that, and using that, somebody's been using that in a manipulative way. Maybe not giving the truth, withholding the truth is a form of deception, lies, low vibration, but this is changing, okay? So actually I'm gonna put these like this. So some type of energy, if not yours, which I feel like this is an energy that you've been dealing with, has been very closed down, has iced you out, has been stonewalling, gray rocking. There's an energy who has just been on this karmic path of a deep and fairly, what should I say, ominous potential path of destruction or self-sabotage. This could be you self-sabotaging yourself. This could be, whoever's watching it, or, an energy that's attached, lifeless, directionless, not feeling like you can move out of something, being stuck in something, but just becoming complacent. There's somebody who has been leading others astray or creating conflict, but it's changing. Somebody who has been very self-focused and logic over heart. Now remember, Neptune expands, explodes, shocking conjunction, intensifies this planet of Neptune, which Neptune is of romance and nostalgia and, just this, like the subconscious. And Jupiter is in play too. So it's expanding, this explosion, this empowering yourself, this, intensifying, and you're also collaborating. So this could be social networks. This could be, people outside of, your norm, just starting to make new friends, or this person might have been on your path at some point, but now that's changing. Or this could be somebody who there was karma that they were playing out and having to, now they're lifeless, that now they're colorless, now they are drained, but something's changing about this situation. We've got the energies here have been one that has been false. Somebody in your life or attached to you has been one of a fabricator, one who has maybe chosen a path that is not productive, that has held people because of not telling the truth, or held not giving information, withholding information that could create change. Somebody has been iced, like, in an ice tray. They've been poured into an ice tray and frozen for whatever reason. Environmental, people around them, toxic situation, behaviors, jobs, whatever. This has been an iced out situation. Okay, so if you can imagine, just frozen. It's just frozen. I'm trying to get this entire huge message. It's a big message to you before you're 100 years old. So, okay. Or you could be 100 and watching, and good on you. Nice. Okay. So tell me about this conjunction in Neptune. What is the main focus on, the main message that you want me to give to the collective about this energy? Okay. Higher learning? Yeah. 101. This is a knowledge expansion. With all of this, you're learning something new about information, news, or just education or creativity, or learning to behave a new way, do something differently. Talks too much. There's something here about, hang on, let me get a third card. Okay. This one was poking out behind it. So naive and childlike, that, okay. So somebody here has been extremely vulnerable. Somebody's going to be learning about somebody else who has shared too much information. This is the time period in which, when the color comes back, it's almost like if I could relate it to nursing or medical or just anatomy in general, right? We all know that when blood stops flowing to a part of the body, it becomes necrotic and starts to die and colorless, right? It becomes white or bluish, or it just is drained of all the color. Well, that's why we give blood transfusions, is to increase that blood volume. And in doing so, the color comes back, right? And the life comes back into something, the energy, the motivation, the drive comes back. And that's what's happening here is, as you can see, Neptune, she's looking at the lessons and seeing things for what they are. And when this is understood and this higher learning comes in, and somebody who might not have been saying much and somebody learns about this, it was like an immature energy that they are learning. You're learning about this immature energy and how this person has not given this information or these truths or this knowledge. And there's a looking back at that and understanding, I'm seeing this for what it is now. And when that happens, this moment of epiphany, this shocking moment, or this tower moment, this aha moment, it could be in a dream. Pay attention to those. It's going to create this explosion of color, bringing color back into life, situation, an environment, a home, plans, directions, movement somehow is one way that this could be looked at. The other way that I could look at this is that somebody has talked about their plans. Somebody has gone to the wrong people for advice. They have trusted friends, and there's going to be this moment where, because higher learning is in the upright, right? We're talking about increased knowledge and learning something different. There's going to be an opportunity that Neptune, Jupiter, this conjunction is giving somebody to recognize that I need to not tell these people what I'm doing, and I need to make a plan on the down low. If you just stay focused on yourself and your intentions being on your growth, the universe will support that. And that's what's happening with the planetary transits, is the energy is supporting this. Take this how you may, in whichever regard for your situation. If the first story is what's happening, or if the second story is what's happening, there's a learning that's happening here. Tell me about Saturn. So then we'll use this one. This is the other one that I shuffled for this read. Tell me about Saturn. So what's going to come of this? What do you want them to know about Saturn? Gemini, I just talked about Gemini, right? This is Gemini in reverse. Uranus, which is shocking, sudden, cutting, surgical type of, like cutting people out, cutting things off, finding things out, the shocking, right? The lightning, towers. It's in Gemini, and Gemini is the sign of communication. This is in reverse, and it's talking about superficial, unable to focus, lack of direction, childish. We're talking about somebody here who has been childish with all of these low vibrational characteristics of themselves, because we've got reverse, 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 reverse. These are reverse cards. They're not in the upright. These people are not in the upright. They're not upstanding, right? What about Gemini? What do you want me to know about Gemini? This could be about gossip, childlike wonder. This could be revolving around children. This could be revolving around maturity, because this is 3 cards talking about childlike, slide, childlike wonder, taking risks, cheerful, discover hidden talents. This could also, because child does mean new beginnings, and it also means creativity, going back to when you were a child and the innocence of being a child. Slide, however, is in upright. Hold on. I think I'm getting it. Give me one more. Hold on. Oh, it's sticking out, so we're going to take that one. Pluto. Yes, Pluto's in the mix too. Pluto. And Pluto is about life, death, rebirth, transformation. There's a change. I told you this was there was a 5 card, right? A change. Now this is, let me add these up real quick. So funny. This is ending a situation of childish behavior, of selfishness. Saturn is going to come back in and is going to just make you reflect and look back on how this affected your life, either with people in your life being selfish and childish. Have you learned lessons about this? Has there been transformation? When you have North Node Neptune conjunction Saturn, Pluto energy, all together. And then into account all the rest of it, when you have Aries, who's about drive and action, and when you have Leo, about powerful, we're talking fiery, power, action-driven, warlike. Pluto is scorpionic energy. You have Cancer and Libra and Pisces. You have Gemini here. You have Scorpio. This energy is so big that it's remolding and it's reforming opinions, behaviors, life for people. That's why I mentioned this is this change up, this shocking moment, or the information, or this intensification is going to be like I mentioned that one gal who said this is going to be a psychedelic global event. So it's going to feel different. We're stepping into a different dimension. We're stepping into a different world. These time periods in life that are before a happening and after, and it's that stepping into a new reality, stepping into a new dimension, stepping up. When you ascend, you step onto a new timeline, and it's like life before and life after. And there's all these points in life and outside of our own homes and our own lives in just the world that happen that change reality a bit, but those change because it's the path that we were supposed to shift up on. It's kind of like the railroads. I think it's the railroads where they just shift the tracks, and so then the train, as it passes over, just goes like this and then is on a different path, going the same direction, still working on ascension, but maybe it just changed a little bit. It might be this internal feeling you have with this energy change that changes the way that you see somebody, or the way that you see something, or wake up to something somebody's been telling you, or understand something finally. It's like that missing piece of the puzzle that finally gets put in there about something in your life, or this is going to happen to somebody. Anyways, it could be in your dreams, but it's just this, it's going to be this moment of transformation, and it's going to be big, and it might have already happened. However, this is being intensified. So something might have happened that had to happen as it's like the, what do they call those? I should know. I went to college. The prerequisites. Prerequisite things had to happen before then the puzzle piece, the big boom, comes in and puts it together, and something's understood. And then Saturn comes in and says, oh, because he's the teacher, right? And he comes in and he goes, what'd you learn? It's like snap, right? The blood rush, the color comes back, the life comes back. And that's how I believe this is happening, this stepping into a new world, because it's going to feel like that for you. All right, so let me give you a closing message. Let me just pull some traditional tarot on this real quick and just see kind of where's my, am I not supposed to use it? I just saw it. Okay, maybe I'm not supposed to use that one. Give me just a second, guys. Then I'll use this one. I thought the other one, shoot. Oh, it's right in front of me. Oh, that's funny. Oh, what does that mean? That means that there is something that's been right in front of you. Whoever is watching this, something or somebody has been right in front of you. Oh, look at the happiness and the colors and that. I didn't know that was at the bottom, you guys. I didn't even know where my deck was, let alone what was at the bottom of it. But look at that. Sun, wish fulfillment. Nice. And it's from this inner, look up at the explosion of the light, the knowledge, the Hermit card, somebody soul searching, right? Oh, and there's the knowledge card. This is about learning. This answered this real quick, but actually I'm going to put it down here. Is this not exactly what I was just talking about? This could be something that somebody's been really thinking about, but something right in front of you, or something right in front of, oh, and I just pulled these across, and this guy was left there like that. This is a choice. Could be about a relationship. This is the choice card about a relationship, a focus. She has a Sagittarian bow and arrow on her on her shoulder tattooed. You or your person could have tattoos, but some type of information and a choice in this could be information about children or about a child. Out with the old, in with the new is also something that could be taken from this read. A change up of the old way of life, a new reality, like I was talking about, right? Those people like specifics. Could somebody who maybe like to go to the beach or be in summertime is their thing. It could be regarding, maybe somebody has these into storytelling or, tarot, psychic type of abilities. Somebody could be in the legal system, or there's a legal case that is happening, or contracts, right? Let's see what else. Somebody in the entertainment industry, from that, some type of, I mean, if it's adult, then it's adult, but entertainment or dramas or plays or on the stage. They could be a teacher too. I'm getting from that, like a elementary, or their child could be in elementary school, or your children could be in elementary school. But, and this could be about ideas too. Maybe an idea is sparked. Somebody has an idea that they've been thinking about, and they believe it's going to bring them a wish fulfillment. And so this decision that's made with this Lover's card, a decision is made that they are going to attempt this, and this energy comes in and pops that off for them, right? And because they believe they know the direction of the wish fulfillment. I have 9 here, ending of the just thinking, because she goes from the hermit to, hopefully you guys can see these, you can, goes from the hermit of sitting, but she's ascending, right, off of the mountain, ascending away from the challenges. Mountains represent challenges. The hermit is inner soul searching, and so 9s are endings in tarot. The ending of that, right, and choosing to follow, because she starts to expand. This is Jupiter. This is maybe moving from money to love, because cups are about love. Maybe somebody's having to leave some fortune or leave some type of way of life for something that's more soul fulfilling, which has to do with love. So they're leaving money, or they might have to leave money for their greatest wishes and their love, but they haven't been fulfilled with all these treasures, because the treasures are still sitting there. But you know what? The thing is that if you're a part of this journey, you learn that you can manifest those treasures in a heartbeat anyways, and it's instant manifestation, and I'll do a video on it someday. You'll get to know it, you'll understand it, or you've already done it in your life. All the good things in your life are those manifestations that have been brought in, so you've done it. People just don't realize it. But we've gone from 9 to 9, and then finally this 10 card. Saturn's going to come in and find out if you've learned about where happiness lies, if you're on a path to something bigger and greater, and it's going to be in this choice. This 6 is a reflection, which is like the Hermit card. We're at 9, 9, and 10. It's a progression moving forward. Oh, I was adding these up. No, so if I were to add these 3 up though, I don't know why I need to do this now, but 10, so 10, 20, and then 51 is 6. So 6, oh, that's why. 6 and 6. This is a choice about a transformation, a rebirth, Pluto Scorpion energy, choice about a scorpionic type of energy, life, death, or renewal, out with the old, in with the new. All right. Oh boy. Hang on. It's funny. I really thought that the universe was playing with me there when it says talks too much. I thought, oh, that's rude. I'm trying to give a message like you want me to, and you're like dissing on me. Hold on. What else do you want him to know? Do you want him to know anything? And I'm going to look at the bottom of the deck in just a second. Actually, it would go like that if it was bottom of the deck. But somebody has been wanting to bring in some more, like open up a little bit, or bring in some emotion. Somebody could be coming in with some type of like a that's just a little bit, right? Compared to the whole ocean, that's just a little bit. But bringing in an opener, a soft touch, an apology. Somebody's bringing in a message of the fact that they are learning these higher truths. Something that you didn't think was ever going to happen when pigs fly is coming in. But you might be, this is a 9 again, right? Maybe this is the ending of you being defensive about it, or this is the universe. Tell me more about the 9 of Wands real quick. Well, what's at the bottom? Strength. That's an 8. Moving from an 8 to a 9. Having the courage to maybe let down your guard, or somebody is able to let down their guard and bring a little bit of this information in. Maybe treat this more like this lion and lamb. This reminds me of March. I'm wondering if maybe this is March information, or March month that this information will be coming in, something regarding heart. It could be catalyzing in February, right? And then there is, through knowledge and learning and this energy that starts to guide through, like I mentioned, this will happen over the next 3 weeks. Maybe it's this expansion and this new idea or knowledge that comes in, and maybe in the month of March with the in like a lion, out like a lamb. Maybe they come, maybe this is telling you about, maybe at the beginning of March, or at the beginning of this, whenever this hits you, whenever you hit it on your timeline, that this change or this reality, this stepping inside of this new dimension or timeline, you might have your guard up at first, but then when it goes out like a lamb, there's a softening. There is more of a collaborating or working together or understanding, accepting some type of heart connection, because this isn't all the way connected here. It's just starting to get color. Can you see that? The heart is just starting to get color, but then here by the lamb, this heart is like solid. Maybe this is just the beginning of something coming in for you. And at the beginning of it, your guard is up, but this is saying that over the next couple months, it's going to be a change up, bringing this upright and not in this like blocked, what we don't see coming. Or it could be just about having the courage for somebody to let down their guard and really just have the strength to become vulnerable, say something, open up about their emotions, change their situation. This could be a change of location to move because he's at the sea and here she's in the fields. So change of location, maybe that's the idea. Somebody knows that they need to move, or move houses, move the energy, move locations, move jobs. There's a lot of possibilities here, but it is about this expansion of this choice. Maybe somebody's thought about what's going to make them happy. What's the advice? Astrology can get hella overwhelming, and oh, that was interesting. Why did it flip? Something's going to flip. Hold on. I'm not reading all of those cards. I am sorry. I am not reading all those cards. I'm sorry. But something flips. That's that switch, flip of a switch. You learned something. Somebody learned something. Okay. Oh, and right here, so I'm done shuffling. I'm going to lay those right there. But look at right here. When I was talking about learning, come on. Hold on, you guys. I can't get these cards up sometimes. Wide-eyed innocent. I wanted to mention something about that. When this flip of a switch, right, it's going to waken somebody up. It's going to open their eyes to something that changes, or you're going to wake up to something. Something's going to come in, and it's going to be that. That's why you guys have been getting a lot of reads about communication. I had already shuffled, and I was done with that. So let's find out what is their advice, the viewer or collective. What is their advice in this energy? I'm going to take 3 cards. This could be a relationship. This is very Valentine's-y. Back together. You'll find your way back to each other when the time is right, and you will soon realize the space that was created was to allow your love to take form. So it could be a relationship. Lead the way instead of falling into situations. Realize you have the power to pick and choose which men are worth your time and energy. This must have something to do with somebody about masculine energy. Now, this could also be about somebody who is balancing out and bringing back together their feminine and their masculine energy, because we've got queen vibes here, right? You really stepped up your game. Now let him meet you there. It could be that balancing, right, of feminine energy and masculine energy, which there is inside and outside of our homes. And I'm not talking masculine male, because you could be a male watching this. I'm talking about masculine and feminine energy within all of us. Somebody's masculine could be hella alpha, right? While their feminine energy is like barely, nursing off of whatever is offered to it, right? It's barely there. And so there's this complete imbalance. So there's, in this energy, it's an opening and knowledge. And with this blue, the voice, communication, knowledge, information, it's opening up that, because here's the green, opening up that heart chakra. And then we've talked about the heart and the heart, right? Somebody might be giving an apology, or just bringing in some, kinder, more loving, gentle, innocent type of information. But it could be somebody's coming back together. But again, this is opening somebody up to their masculine energy and their feminine energy coming into balance and leading in a different way. This was out of balance right here, right? This was out of balance. But then with this knowledge and this inner, and this could be just knowledge within yourself. Again, with your dreams, pay attention to your dreams. If you have a dream about something, or if you just have intuition about something, but it's making a choice and taking that leap of faith. And the universe is saying, and that's what Saturn's going to come in and say, did you take that leap of faith? Did you become vulnerable and childlike in a manner to, set yourself on a new course that will allow things, like all possibilities, the hope and the faith? And, this might seem like it's like a foo-foo type read. When Saturn comes back in, it's not going to be foo-foo. I mean, whether we like it or not, we're going to be evaluated. Whether we like it or not, it might be good, it might be not so good, right? We might, whoever, doesn't really pay attention and listen to their intuition, doesn't follow this, which everybody has free agency, they could end up back into another karmic cycle. And guess what? You go through the same things all over again. And I'm telling you, there are things that I do not wish to go through all over again in learning the lessons about, because it was damn painful. But there are things that I do wish I could do again for just, now that I know what I know, it would be different. And, but we're given those opportunities to learn. We're given those opportunities for second chances. We're given those opportunities. And until you get the lesson, and a lot of people, there are people out there that spend, not a lot, but, well, I don't know, but I didn't mean to say a lot. Maybe there is a lot. Many people who don't have this information, don't learn from others, can't open up to, their energy, like, is really low vibration. Some people stay there, and it's really sad because they stay there all their life, and they end up not getting these lessons and not raising their vibration. So if you're here, feel very blessed that you have some type of influence that got you to start waking up, and and start, like, you could feel it, you could accept it, you could see the changes, you knew that things were happening, you start opening up in this Aquarian energy to new ideas and new ways of thinking, and you're breaking ancestral chains of being locked down in one way of thinking. Our entire world is changing in their whole way of thinking. And it's those who want to stay in the old world and the old consciousness and remain chained down and refuse to think that anything's going to be any different, or that there possibly could be a new way of thinking. And there are those in the new world who do know that there are possibilities outside the box, but with boundaries that are set upon us, we use that to the best of our ability to help others and become a collective consciousness, a new world, a new way of living, and within our homes and outside our homes. And this is opening up that way of leading. It could be in regards to a relationship coming back together, but you could be leading the way for that, in just your energy and understanding of this energy that's at play. So that's what I have for this psychedelic karma, that I'm going to call it. And because that's exactly what's playing out, and it's going to feel different for you. It's meant to. It's because if everything still felt the same and still looked the same, if it walks like a duck, it talks, or if it talks like a duck, it walks like a duck, or walks like a duck, I don't know. It is a duck is what I'm trying to say. So unless that changes and they don't walk like a duck anymore, and it doesn't quack like a duck, then maybe it's not a duck. But there has to be change for it not to be a duck. Anyways, I'm getting loopy. Bye, you guys. Have a good one. See ya.